This video is about converting between degrees and radians. So 360 degrees would be all the way around a circle. That's the same thing as 2 pi when we're talking about radians. Meaning if we go halfway around the circle, 180 degrees, that would just be pi radians. So we're going to use this, pi is equal to 180 degrees, to convert between the degrees and radians. So I'm just going to start by showing you how to convert from degrees to radians. You're going to multiply the degrees that you're given by pi radians over 180, or pi over 180. So we're just going to try a few together. On this first one, I'm going to take my 150 degrees and multiply it by pi over 180. All right. When we're multiplying, think of this as a fraction because 150 could be over 1. When you're multiplying two fractions together, you can cross simplify, meaning look diagonally. Is there anything that we can divide both of these numbers by? I know the largest value I can divide them both by is 30. So 150 divided by 30 leaves me with 5. So I'm just going to cross it out because it reduces to 5. Meaning I also have to divide 180 by 30, which is 6. 5 times pi, now I'm multiplying straight across. 5 times pi is 5 pi, over 1 times 6 is 6. So it's just reducing it as much as possible so you can just multiply across and then you don't have to reduce your final answer. I want to leave my answer as a whole number. I do not want to get decimals. So make sure you leave your answer in this whole number form where you don't have any decimals. All right, so let's do 85. We're going to change the 85 degrees to radians by multiplying it by pi over 180. All right, I can put this over 1, but when I multiply by 1 on the bottom, it's not going to do anything. So I'm just going to know that I can divide these two numbers by something, or I'm going to try to divide them by something. I know that I can divide 85 and 180 both by 5, so I'm going to use that to reduce them. 85 divided by 5 is 17, and 180 divided by 5 is 36. So I'm going to multiply straight across. 17 times pi is 17 pi over 36. All right, let's do one more together. This one we actually have a negative. Negative 235 degrees. So you need to make sure you pay attention to that negative and carry it over to your answer. So negative 235 degrees multiplied by pi over 180. All right, I know I can divide 235 and 180 both by 5. So negative 235 divided by 5 leaves me with negative 47. And 180 divided by 5 is 36. So if you're not sure what to divide them both by, use a calculator. Okay, it'll help you reduce it as much as possible. Negative 47 times pi leaves me with negative 47 pi over 36. All right, so here are 3 more problems just like those. Go ahead and try these ones out and then we can go through the answers together when you're ready. All right, the first one, we have 175 times pi over 180. I can divide 175 and 180 by 5. 175 divided by 5 leaves me with 35. 180 divided by 5 is 36. So we multiply 35 times pi is 35 pi over 36. So that one is in radians. Now we're going to deal with 20. 20 degrees, so 20 times pi over 180. I can divide 20 and 180 by 20. I know that's the largest value. So it's easier if you can figure out what the greatest common factor is, divide it by that. 20 divided by 20 is 1. 180 divided by 20 is 9. Multiply across, 1 times pi is 1 pi, or just pi, over 9. Then we have negative 310 degrees. So negative 310 times pi over 180. I'm going to divide them both by 10. Negative 310 divided by 10 is negative 31. 180 divided by 10 is 18. So when I multiply across, negative 31 times pi is negative 31 pi over 18. Okay, so that was converting from degrees to radians. So now we're going to convert from radians to degrees. All right, so it's just the opposite. We're going to multiply the radians by 180 over pi. So I have 7 pi over 3. And I'm going to multiply this by 180 over pi. Okay, so I'm still going to look diagonally. Is there anything I can divide them both by? Well, I can divide them both by pi. Pi divided by pi is 1. So those actually cancel each other out. Pi over pi is 1. Okay, I can divide 3 and 180 by 3. So always look diagonally. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 180 divided by 3 is 60. So I'm going to multiply straight across. I have 7 times 60 is 420. And on bottom I would have just 1. And 420 over 1 is just 420. So this is converted to degrees. Make sure you don't forget your degrees. 420 degrees. Right here, 2 pi, or pi over 2. Pi over 2 times 180 over pi. All right, looking diagonally, I can divide them both by pi. Well, pi over pi is 1, so they cancel each other out. I can divide this diagonally by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 180 divided by 2 is 90. And when I multiply straight across, I get 90 over 1, or just 90 degrees. All right, 13 pi over 9. So 13 pi over 9 times 180 over pi. Looking diagonally, the pi's cancel each other out. Pi divided by pi is 1. I know that I can multiply 9 and 180 by 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. And 180 divided by 9 is 20. I'm going to multiply straight across. 13 times 20 is 260 degrees. And again, it'd be over 1, which is just still 260 degrees. All right, here's the last 3 problems for you to go ahead and try. And then when you're finished, go ahead and press play again. Pause it here, press play again when you're done, and we can go through the answers together. All right, 5 pi over 2 times 180 over pi. The pi's cancel each other out. I can divide 2 and 180 by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 180 divided by 2 is 90. So when I multiply straight across, I get 5 times 90 is 450 degrees. All right, then we have 8 pi over 3 multiplied by 180 over pi. Again, your pi's will cancel each other out this way. This way we divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 180 divided by 3 is 60. Multiply straight across. 8 times 60 is 480 degrees. All right. Then last one is it's a negative. Make sure that you've paid attention to that and your answer is negative. Negative 11 pi over 12 times 180 over pi. Looking diagonal, they cancel each other out. I can divide both 12 and 180 by 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 180 divided by 12 is 15. When I multiply straight across, negative 11 times 15 is negative 165 degrees.